hello everyone, and welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. We are live here in Pink Phoenix Studios in lovely Dickinson, Texas. Y'all might have seen this on the news yesterday because no one wants to pick up the trash here in Dickinson. It has been a very large controversy that even the good folks from the news channel in Houston came to do a story about the no trash pickup. How long has this shit been going on? Like for months.
Yeah, it's been months.
Yeah, it's really not cute. And here's the funny thing. So, Channel 13 News, which is like one of the major news stations in the Houston area, they came down here to do a story about the trash pickup issues, right? So, friend of the Libra Lounge, Councilman Sean Skipworth, was doing an interview with the reporter, and the trash company, who has been really slacking on their jobs, saw him doing the interview. And guess what they did, James? Guess what they did?
What did they do?
They got their petty asses inside their dump trucks and went right behind where they were doing the interview. So you couldn't hear any of the interview. So the reporter and Sean Skipworth moved down a little bit, and guess what happened?
What happened?
They did it again so that no one could hear the interview. That's some petty shit. As wrong as you guys are, Republic, that shit right there is pretty funny. I kind of give it to you because that's some petty shit that I know I would do if I were in the wrong and totally guilty of something and someone was trying to shame me. But pick up the goddamn trash. Get this together. I'm sick of going on Facebook and all I see about in every Facebook group is, did your trash get picked up? You know what, to make matters worse? Producer James and I, yesterday, we were driving down the main road here in Dickinson, and guess who we saw at the Dairy Queen?
What did we see?
Republic, the trash people. Motherfuckers, y'all don't get a lunch break. Y'all have trash to pick up. Have you not heard everyone is complaining? Yeah, you're at Dairy Queen getting a large dip vanilla cone. That is about some bullshit. I think they need to get it together. So tonight, this is episode 55 of the Libra Lounge. It doesn't seem like we've done that many shows. Time is most definitely flying by. We thank you all for still supporting us and, supporting me being an asshole and a bitch. And you guys think it's funny, even though that's just really my personality. But I'm glad you guys get a giggle out of it. All right, so before we get started, I want to let you guys know about this fantastic yearly event that is hosted here in Dickinson. It is called the Back to School Bash. It is a free event. There's going to be live music, food, contest, games. It's going to be this Saturday, August 3rd from 10 a.m. to 1 o'clock at McAdams Junior High School at 11415 Hughes Road, Dickinson, Texas, 77539. There's going to be lots of giveaways to help you guys get ready for the new school year. I'm going to shout out some of the event sponsors. We've got Zeb's Metalcraft. What is that? Have you heard of that?
I think it's like metalwork, metal fabrication.
Okay, alrighty. We've got Gay Family Auto, CB Auto, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. I could sure go for a lemonade right now. New Jerusalem Church and Ron Carter. This event is, I think this is the third annual event. It is called the Back to School Bash. If you guys follow me on my personal page, there's a posting about it, but we're most definitely going to get this information back up after the show so you guys can get down there, get some free school supplies. There's going to be lots and lots and lots of things for the kids to do, and I think we're going to be out there just for a little bit because, Producer James is going to make me leave and come back to work at this boutique because, he has failed to realize that they abolished slavery a long-ass time ago. He didn't even have my paycheck ready today. I mean, what kind of shit is that? Do I not deserve to get paid?
You own the place.
So I should be the first person getting paid.
Well, okay.
I hate him. So, producer James and I, we were talking before the show, and tomorrow is August 1st? Damn, what did July? July just slid right on in there. I mean, it seemed like July was 3 days long. It went by really, 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 really fast.
Yeah, 3 terribly hot, awful days.
It was pretty goddamn hot. But August, we will be celebrating our 5th wedding anniversary. I know there's some people that probably are going to have to give up some money because they bet we wouldn't make it that long. I did it just to spite you guys.
Yep. Fuck y'all.
Yes, 5 years we've been married, and in September 1st, 12 years we've been together. Oh my God.
12 years a slave. I mean, me.
That's that white privilege over there. He thinks I'm his forever get out of jail black card.
You are.
Not.
You are my Visa black card.
Whatever. So yes, 5 years. And you know what the sad part about it is that we don't really celebrate our wedding anniversary. So let's go back to our first wedding anniversary. We didn't go anything. Remember, we babysat a baby that night.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even remember year 2, year 3. Last year, I think was like, hey, happy anniversary, and just kept it going. We've not like really celebrated, but I think year 5, isn't that like a milestone?
Yeah, 5 is pretty important.
It's a pretty important one.
Yeah.
Okay, your last marriage didn't last that long, did it?
Not quite.
Yep. And you know what they say? Once you go black,
you can't get your stuff back.
That is very accurate.
Okay.
I'm taking it all with me. So yes, 5 years. It doesn't even seem like it's been that long that we've been married, and it most definitely doesn't seem like we've been together 12 years. Sheesh. I might have to trade you in for a younger, richer version. I'm just saying. So before we get into the Gab, which the whole show is going to be the Gab, it's going to be a reality roundup. We're going to just go down some of my favorite reality shows and tell you all the juicy gossip that's going on with each one of them. But I have to tell you guys this story. So, was it last weekend? Yeah, last Saturday, here at the boutique, my boutique, Sassy Class Boutique, we had a pet adoption day. So we had a really busy day, but it was a really good day. I was tired as hell when we left, but you know, producer James, I don't know where he gets his goddamn energy from, but he wants to go do stuff afterwards. And I'm thinking, I just want to eat and go to bed, and I'm good. But you know what? I was like, okay, we can go do something. So we dropped my daughter Skylar off at a friend's house. There was a swimming party, and then we met up with some friends at a local wine bar. Everything's all good, right? Wine bar, you know, talking and, you know, conversing. One of our friends was already a little tipsy when we got there. And for some odd reason, producer James felt the need that he needed to catch up. So I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. So I had maybe the total of half a glass of wine for how many hours were we there? 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
2.5, 3 hours. Okay. So I'm sipping, I'm good. Got a friend over here, she's drunk, humping my knee, winning crashed someone's bridal party, and we're looking at her, I'm like, that bitch gonna wind up being in that lady's wedding. And lo and behold, I think she actually did get an invite. So producer James, he ordered himself a cider. That's fine. And you know, I'm turned this way, he's here, so I'm not really seeing how much he's consuming, but I know he can drink a lot with no problems. But somewhere in the midst of things, he drank like 2 or 3 bottles of wine by himself.
It was 1.5 bottles and a pint of cider.
It
was a lot.
All right. So, you know, it's closing time. We've got to go pick up Skylar. He knows he's too drunk to drive. So I'm like, yeah, I'll drive. You just tell me when we get closer where to go. Okay. So we get to the street where we have to pick up Skylar from. And I do recall that, you know, it's in a little gated community by the water. So producer James, who drove us there to drop her off, was like, oh, here it is right here. All right. So we parked that. I'm like, well, I got a call so they can give us the code to get in. But shithead over here is like, nah, I got it. I'm going to squeeze through the gate. All right. That's if that's what you want to do. I was really hoping he got stuck, but Slim slid right on through there. I'm like, all right. So I'm waiting and letting Scholar know that we're there. And then here he comes back, huffing and a puffing, shaking on the gate. I don't see them. I just watered somebody's plant because I pissed all in their yard. This is him, 10 o'clock at night. I'm black. So I see a big problem here. He's yelling. So then all of a sudden, he in his head, he has convinced himself that our child has been kidnapped. So he's hollering and screaming, I can't find my daughter. Where's my daughter? And I'm like, oh my God. So where there's a little keypad at, he starts shaking on that. Where's my daughter? I can't. Again, he's doing all this, and all I'm thinking about is, I'm black. If they call the cops, they're immediately going to come up to me because it's going to be my fault just for being black. So in the meantime, I'm calling Scholar. I'm like, look, where are y'all? She's like, Mom, I'm right by the gate. And I'm thinking in my head, this motherfucker has us at the wrong place. All right. So then he gets back. I'm telling him, James, get inside the fucking truck and shut up. I'm not losing my daughter. I don't know where my daughter is. So he gets in the truck, and I'm like, get in the fucking truck. But I can't find my daughter. I'm like, she's not lost. You at the wrong goddamn place. If you don't shut up before these white people call the police on me, because they're not going to call the police on him. They're going to call them on me. So he's sitting there still screaming, and I swear to y'all, I have not been this pissed off at a human being in a long time as pissed off as I was at him. So even though he's inside the truck, he's still going on. And if he would have been going on for like another 2 minutes, they would have put an Amber Alert up for her. I don't know where she is. This is where I dropped my daughter. So somebody got punched. Sorry. I actually had to punch him, not in the face, but in the chest, and tell him, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to stab you in the face with one of these keys. So we back out. Less 30 seconds away, that's where my child is. And she gets in the car. She's like, so, what had happened, y'all? Why is everybody quiet? So he's pissed off, of course. You hit me. I'm like, motherfucker, you better be glad I didn't kill you. Acting a fool, screaming and hollering like that. So, hopefully we'll make it to the 5-year anniversary. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I just hope that shows the dedication I have in finding my daughter if I think she's lost.
I'm glad you said that, because you thought she was lost. She was very much not lost at all.
Yeah, I thought a lot of things at that time.
Oh God, I was seeing red. That's how pissed off I was at him. And then of course, all the way home, every, 7 minutes, I can't believe you hit me. You hit me. Then of course it's got to be extra dramatic and rub where I hit. I'm like, boy, did you die? No, not even close. But if you don't quit whining, you might die tonight. So yeah, that was, I'm not going out drinking with him anymore. No, not at all. So, alrighty, what else is going on? It's been a pretty slow week as far as celebrities have been concerned. But here's something that's extremely important. Netflix is going to be adding some new shows and movies tomorrow in August. Do you want to know what some of them are?
Yes.
Ain't nothing really good. So you know what I did? I actually went through the list and only wrote down the shows that I might watch. So if you want to see the whole long list, you're going to have to download somebody else's app or go type it in, because I just was like, this is a bunch of Snorefest stuff that they've got coming on here. So for example, here's some of the things that I would check out. So Netflix is redoing Dark Crystal. Do you remember from like the 80s, Jim Henson, Dark Crystal? What's a line from there? I know you know.
Oh, they put me on the spot.
Oh, they said that in that movie?
No,
they put me on the spot. You meant they really put you on the spot.
One of my favorite is the Chamberlain. When he would talk and go like hum at the end.
So I asked
Gelfling.
you, I asked
Gelfling.
you to give a quote from the movie, and the quote was,
Well, that's
mm.
technically a quote.
All right, so they're redoing Dark Crystal. So I will admit, I will check that out just to see how much they fuck it up. Because some things just don't need to be redone. Like Dark Crystal doesn't need to be redone, right? I don't think so. That's like redoing Labyrinth. You can't redo that.
I think it's a sequel. I don't think
Oh,
it's
is it a
redo.
sequel?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's a new story.
All right, so let's go back down the rest of the boring list. Working Moms, which I heard that is a really good show, and it really puts a spotlight on what motherhood really is.
Oh, it's not like working girls. It's not like hookers that are moms.
I mean, they might be.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I'm not gonna put all their business on the street like that. Okay, so Gangs of New York, which is a good movie. Dear White People season 3. I've heard nothing but good things about that one. I've never watched it though. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Of course you haven't.
Feels too woke for me.
Yeah, you don't be woke. She-Ra. That one I will tune into because right now you can catch episodes of He-Man and She-Ra on cable, but it's only on the Spanish channel.
That's just really funny.
It's like, why?
El He-Man.
Yeah. So what else? We've got 2-1 Food. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. That is a good one.
And that's good because you've got what is it? Patrick Swayze,
Wesley Snipes, John Leguizamo, all is drag queens.
Yep.
And Patrick Swayze made a pretty woman. Wesley Snipes, not so much. We've got Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Damn.
We've got the Sex and the City movie, Panic Room, which is, I don't know, that's just one of those movies that it didn't do like super great, but I just like it. Jackie Brown and The Sinner. Let me tell you, if you have not watched season 1 and season 2 of the USA show The Sinner, you're missing some really good television. So the show is executive produced by Jessica Biel, who's the wife of Justin Timberlake. She was actually the star of the first season of The Sinner. Each season tells a different story. I think this was going to be The Sinner. This is the second one. Watch that one. It's really, really good. It's like nothing else that you see on television because the shit is beyond crazy. Did you watch that one?
I think I saw a couple episodes with you.
Yeah, it's really, really good. But like I said, start from the beginning. You don't necessarily have to because, like I said, each season is a new story. But most definitely start with season 1 because that one had a lot of twists and turns, but it was pretty good. That's all I saw. And let me tell you, the list of stuff that they're adding to Netflix in August was about 2 pages long, but that's all I got. I'm like, this is the only shit that I might even remotely think about watching, and those shows right there.
So Sarah Haywood comments, legs like a bucket of chicken. I assume she means Jessica Biel.
Why does Jessica Biel have legs like a bucket of chicken?
Have you ever seen Jessica Biel's legs?
Are they long?
No, they're long and shapely, and she's got a really, really
yeah, she's got a nice body. Yeah. She's always been cute, even from Seventh Heaven.
Oh yeah,
I used to watch that one too. Hey Sarah, how are you? Let me tell y'all, Sarah Haywood had us rearrange this whole damn boutique and studio into a photo shoot, a makeup counter, a doll pound. We had all kinds of shit going on up here on Sunday, but it is all a catwalk, literally.
Yeah.
Of course, one of the cats did shit and had to clear the room, but at least it did take a shit inside of his own crate. I do appreciate that. But yeah, she cleared the room. But it is all for Bayou Animal Shelter. Please, 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 if you get time, go check out their Facebook page. And if you can make any kind of a donation to them, we would be so greatly appreciative. All right. So when we get back, we're going to do the reality TV roundup. So stay tuned. Are you looking to lose weight, improve your posture, have muscle definition, increase flexibility, and reduce stress? If you answered yes, then Classic Bar with Sherry is the perfect, invigorating, and dynamic workout for you. Bar technique is extremely safe and is designed to stretch and tone with a splash of cardio. The method is the foundation of ballet with the flow of yoga. To learn more about Classic Bar, call Bar Instructor Sherry at 281-678-8037 or stop by the studio at Femme Fatale located at 689 FM 517 West, Suite 300, Dickinson, Texas 77539. Your first class is only $10, and if you mention the Libra Lounge with Keisha, you only pay half. Make sure to follow the studio at Femme Fatale on both Facebook and Instagram. You can also email Sherry at barandyoga@gmail.com. That's bar, BARRE, and yoga@gmail.com. Welcome back to the Libra Lounge, everyone. I want to remind you guys to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Also, subscribe to us on iTunes. It'd be nice if you gave us a 5-star review. If you think I suck, you think I'm ugly, you don't like me, you think I'm a shit talker, just don't say anything. Just keep on scrolling. Find something that you like, but do not give me like a 1-star review. You can also find the show on the Laughable app, the TuneIn app, and I think that's everything, right?
Patreon.
So, okay, we now have a Patreon. I kind of understand what it means, but I'm probably going to give you all the wrong information, so I'm going to let producer James tell you guys exactly what it is right now.
All right, so Patreon is a platform where you can directly support the show. There are different tiers of patronage, as they say. Everything from $5 a month that gets you 5% discount at Sassy Class Boutique, all the way up to, including the Oprah package, which allows you...
We have an Oprah package?
We do. The Oprah package is $50 a month, and that gets you one-on-one time with Keisha. Ooh. And a few other perks. So, yeah, check it out, patreon.com. Search up the Libra Lounge with Keisha, and you can support the show directly. Help us grow, and you get some great benefits by doing that.
Damn, $50 a month, huh? Just to be able to talk to me?
Yep.
Ain't nobody gonna buy that. Okay, so Sarah Haywood, actually the list, like a bucket of chicken, was from the movie Tu Wong Fu. She is officially fired. Producer James, go ahead, pack your shit up and walk out that door. All right, so if you're a fan of the Real Housewives of Potomac, like I am, you guys have followed the story of Ashley Darby and her husband. We've seen them gross us out because he's like 90 and she's maybe like 29. We have seen them fight about their restaurant. We have heard, rumors about sexual harassment on his part. We've heard that he, she's his beard because he really likes men. They almost got a divorce. He kicked her out of the house. But you know what? In the true American way, they got back together and they just had a baby. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I really thought that Michael had gotten a vasectomy. That's why Ashley hadn't gotten pregnant. But if you look at the screen right now, there's the new baby, baby Dean. And I be damn if he does not look exactly like Michael. I mean, it just looked like someone did a carbon copy of him. But you know what? I kept all of that inside because I'm like, I'm not going to talk about a baby. But lucky for me, you petty motherfuckers did. So I'm going to read just a few of the comments that you guys made when I posted this picture. Okay, someone said, definitely twins of his dad. Yes, I agree. Then we had one say, talk about twins. How the baby come out looking like the same age as the daddy? Yeah, she had a point. Okay, what's another? Oh, Lord, someone just made a very horrible face. Someone goes, baby look just like his strange ass. Yeah, you're right. Who else says something? Someone put a Maury Povich thing up and said, you are the father. Because he cannot deny. The baby looks just like him. The baby looks like someone made a face mask of Michael and just put it on the baby. That's what it looks like. Someone else, that goes, look at him cute, looking like an old man. Someone put the baby dinosaur from that show, what was it, the dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs.
Not the mama.
Not the mama.
Okay, someone said, let's see. Shan Dane said, that chick just gave birth to a geriatric patient. What is something? I mean, yes, the baby, he,
the baby looks like he's judging everything.
Well, because when
a
you're
way.
99, you really can't sit back and judge everything and everybody.
They really gave birth to a get off my lawn old man.
Yes, yes, and turn down that gyrating music. That's kind of looks like what he's saying. All that gyrating, the hippity hopping music. But look, I'm happy. I'm extremely happy for Ashley because she did shit the smart way. She knows if she popped out one of his babies that she's gonna keep getting paid. Okay, she's gonna get paid. She's gonna get paid. She's gonna get paid. So I mean, I think that they both have a. I'm sure they love each other, but I truly think it's a marriage of convenience. Her for money because I mean, Michael doesn't have like the greatest of personalities. I mean, he kind of does healthy old man stuff.
He seems like an ass. I mean, like
He
really.
does. I don't think that any of the other husbands particularly like him, especially since, allegedly he said he wanted to suck one of their dicks. Yeah, and he's got grown kids. He's got kids that are, I think one of them is older than Ashley.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like she's legitimately
His child with the black
child's
woman.
age. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm just happy because I know she'd had a miscarriage before she got pregnant with Dean. And she has, if you follow her on Instagram, she's chronicling everything. Like everything that she's gone through is like the first time any woman has ever done it before. It's like, okay, we get it. You breastfed your baby. Yay. Good for you. Yeah, a lot of moms do that as well. I don't get the big deal about breastfeeding. As long as you're feeding your goddamn child, you're doing good. I don't care if you got to breastfeed the baby by formula, whatever. But yeah, she feels the need to post quite often about the breastfeeding chronicles.
Well, I hope everything's okay with them. That baby's at risk for breaking a hip at its age.
Osteoporosis. Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad they gave birth to Benjamin Button.
Yes, they did. Hopefully, by the time that he's his dad's age, he'll look like a young man.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's going to age in reverse. Or he looks like one of those people that age really fastly. They used to always be on like Phil Donahue and they used to be on those talk shows.
Yeah, progeria.
Yeah.
Looks like a progeria kid.
Dean looks like he doesn't look like he totally has it. But he looks like he's got like 3 drops of it in him. That's all I'm going to say.
He looks like a Snapchat filter.
Yeah, he looks like the aging Snapchat filter. Yes, it looks like they got a newborn baby, got on Snapchat, and did the whole age swap thing right there. But I'm happy for you guys. Congratulations, Ashley. All righty, so Real Housewives of Hotlanta. Oh man, it really has been a mess. They desperately need Kenya Moore back. Their ratings went down. I stopped watching it, and they were like, okay, Keisha has stopped watching the show. We got to get together and come up with something. Like, that's a diehard fan right there. We got to make a move. So, Andy Cohen ain't a fucking idiot, and he knows that he needed those ratings to go back up. So, Kenya Moore will be returning. There's already been pictures of her, shooting the intro with her peach. Thank God, because they need her back. I mean, Kenya's the fun kind of crazy, you know what I mean? And I like a person who can make fun of themselves. And Kenya's like that, but Kenya is crazy. Don't get me wrong. She's crazy. Very crazy. Like, she probably should take like a cocktail of pills every day to keep everything balanced out. But she's funny. I love her. So, anywho, I don't know if you guys recall, but she was dating that one guy. Y'all all said that was her fake boyfriend because y'all are some hating ass bitches. So, she was dating Matt, and Matt started acting real crazy, and we got to see a little bit of that on the show. She even accused him of being violent, and she had to get a restraining order, on him at one point. I remember when she was moving into her Moore mansion, he like tore up a whole bunch of shit. Like, he broke like the glass in her garage. He punched holes in the wall and all these kind of things. But of course, Nene them, they just thought all of it was just Kenya was fabricating all of this. But old Matt got arrested this weekend for punching his new girlfriend in the face. But guess where it happened at?
Where?
In a Denny's parking lot.
In a Denny's?
A Denny's parking lot.
Nice.
You know, domestic violence doesn't count unless you do it in a Denny's parking lot. Okay, so he did it in front of a witness. So it wasn't bad enough that he punched his girlfriend in the face. Then he saw there was a witness and then got all up in her face. He even snatched her cigarettes from her, including the one she had in her mouth. You couldn't let that woman just finish smoking her cigarette. If you would have let her finish her cigarette, she probably wouldn't have been a witness. But since you pissed her off, she couldn't get that fixed. So now you got double trouble. He got arrested early Saturday morning, and as of right now, no one has posted his $3,200 bail. So you beating up women and you broke. You can't even bail. Can't you bail yourself out nowadays? There's ways to get around it.
Oh, yeah, you totally can. You can bond yourself out.
So 10% of that is what, $32? Or $320.
There you go.
So I'm smart. I went to Dickinson High School. Yeah, so he's still sitting in jail. I mean, just look at that mugshot of him. Is that not the look of craziness? That is someone who just got high off of crack. Crack, as not just crack. Like, he couldn't get his own crack, so he went and found like a homeless street drug dealer and asked him, hey, I'll give you $5 for a hit of your crack pipe. That's what he looks like. When you are talking to a person and you see the majority of white in their eyes, run the opposite way. They're crazy.
That is
God,
so true.
that was God's way of being able to mark crazy people. You see mostly white. Go back and think about all the really crazy ass people in your life. Not me, because you don't see the majority of the white in my eyes, okay? I'm just a little silly. But that motherfucker right there is crazy. He looks like he probably got into some fights in jail. What do you think?
I think he may have lost some fights in jail.
I don't know. He's going to probably be somebody's bitch. Most definitely in jail. I mean, because he's a good-looking guy, but he's fucking crazy as hell. And, you know, people in jail they don't like women beaters. And, of course, they don't like people that abuse children. So, I don't know. I feel kind of bad for him that he doesn't have a friend in this world to loan him $320 to get out of jail. That's pretty bad. I mean, that's you have hit your rock bottom. All right. So, speaking of Real Housewives of Atlanta, one of the stars who used to be on the show, but she got her own 30-minute show, Don't Be Tardy, Kim Zolciak Biermann. I don't know where to start. Okay. So, no, we're not even talking about her plastic surgery. It just all speaks for itself.
Well, both her and her daughter, like they look like they just got stung by a bee.
You know, they're in the 80s, they used to, whenever they would have like a movie and they had like a sex blow-up doll with like really big red lips, that's Kim Zolciak and Brielle. That is what they look like. I was actually telling James, I said, you know, whenever Kim got the show Don't Be Tardy, the first 1-2 seasons, that was the best Kim has ever looked. She wasn't too skinny. She was in shape. Her face looked good. Her wig looked good. Now everything just looks really horrible. I mean, nothing about her right now is attractive. But, I mean, she clearly thinks that she is very attractive. They even have Croy getting Botox and shit like that. You can tell.
Well, if you're in the house, you have to get it. I think they gave it to the dog.
Well, you know, she, caught a lot of flack a few months. No, it's probably last year because she photoshopped her 4-year-old daughter's butt to make it bigger. Yeah, that's when you got some serious problems. So, apparently, Kim and her family, I can't remember where they were, but they were flying Delta. Do rich people fly Delta?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think they're not. I mean, they have some money, but not rich.
Well, and then they have like 20 kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually pretty funny. So she's got her whole clan with her. They're getting, because everybody's name starts with a damn K. So they're getting on the plane, but Croy, her husband, gets caught up trying to fill out paperwork for a service dog. So
yeah, whose service? Like which of their family needs service?
Not crazy. I mean, they don't just give you a service dog because you're crazy, because I would have 12 of them.
Well, no, they do now. You actually can get a dog for anxiety.
I don't know. Well, I've never
Yeah.
heard, they
Yep.
share so much. I've not heard of any of them having anxiety. I've not heard of any issues. I watched the show. I was really shocked. I'm like, okay, wait, why do they have a service dog? I think that's some bullshit. Kim just wanted the damn dog to
I think
be on a
so.
plane.
Yep.
So, of course, per her standards, Delta was not giving him the celebrity treatment that she thinks that he should have gotten, which basically means that he should have got pushed right onto the front and right on through. So they cause a ruckus and start at the because Kim can act really trashy and really hood. Okay, I don't care how blonde her hair is. I don't care how big her house is. She is like that far away from being back trash, and she acted a fool. And Kim, she is a liar. That is one thing that Nene Leakes was correct about. She will lie because she swears up and down that Delta made her family get off the plane. But Delta's like, negative. She chose to get off the plane. So she's supposed to be suing them. I'm just like, Kim, you're not Kim Kardashian. You're nowhere near. I truly think that she believes in her small brain head that she's like the Kardashians.
Well, that's the problem with like reality TV and the different levels of celebrity nowadays. Like there's wealthy and popular, and maybe you can fly in first class on Delta, and then there's private plane.
That's what the Kardashians have.
Exactly right.
Private planes.
There's a huge difference.
Yeah, because as juicy as the story is, I just kept saying they flying Delta.
They can fly Delta.
Y'all flying Delta? Shit, I can fly Delta, and I don't even think it was first class. I'm like, okay, I'm moving up a little bit. I'm still firm in my, D-level celebrityness right now. I'm trying to get up to A-list. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I'm trying. Kim, but go sit your ass down, and your wig might be too tight. So when we get back from this break, we are going to talk about my guilty pleasure reality show, Life After Lockup. We'll be right back. Hey guys, it's Keisha, the host of the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast and web series. If you follow me on social media, you know that the Million Harris is one of the sponsors of the show. I've told you all about the great hair products for both men and women that they have, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to actually see some of their hair bundles. Here they are. What I did was I ordered both 20 and 22-inch Malaysian bundles and a frontal from the Million Harris and took them to my stylist and had her make this unit. Yes, this is actually a lace front unit made from the bundles I purchased at the Million Harris. I usually don't wear this much hair extensions, nor do I wear it this long, but I really, really love it. The hair feels amazing. It looks great. I've been getting compliments everywhere that I go. So make sure to go to her website or stop by the shop and get your order on. She's got hair products, bundles, and mink lashes. Make sure to use my discount code Libra20 for 20% off your total purchase. Welcome back. Before we get into our next segment, I want to invite all of you guys who are in the Houston, Galveston area to my boutique, Sassy Class Boutique. Tomorrow, August 1st, from 5:30 to 9:30, we're going to be having a girls' night out. We are going to have a huge summer sale. A lot of our products are going to be marked down 10%. If you are a teacher, counselor, school nurse, or anything like that in a school district, you get an additional 10% off. We are located at 3709 FATA, FATTA Drive in Dickinson, Texas, 77539. We're going to have a food truck out here. One of our vendors sells these really amazing bath bombs that have CBD oil in them, and they also have, 0.3% THC.
We probably shouldn't say that on Facebook.
Why?
For all the world. THC is still illegal.
I don't think that amount is.
Okay, this is Texas.
But you can still sell it, right?
Sure, we can now.
I tried
I'm
to
just kidding.
smoke it, but
We're
I
good.
couldn't smoke the bath bomb. It just kind of,
Well, you tried to do it in the bath. That was your
yeah,
problem.
it was just all wrong between the water, the fire. It just didn't work out. But she got some really amazing CBD oil products. So if you're in the area, come check us out. We're gonna have wine. We've even got we extra, so we have a signature drink for the evening. What is it called? Sassy Palmer. And it's gonna be used. James is gonna mix up some kind of alcohol to get people drunk so they can buy more stuff. But we're gonna be using one of the teas from Purple Pineapple Tea, which is the tea that we sell here at the boutique. If you can't make it out, you can always shop with us online at www. Sometimes you just can't say too many W's in a row. You get tongue tied. And I don't know why he's looking at me like that with his stuttering ass. I'm just saying. www.sassyclassboutique.com. You can shop with us 24/7. And how long does it take for us to ship the products? Because he's the shipping boy.
Usually between 3 to 5 days.
Okay, so yes. All right, support local businesses, especially mine. All right, so I know I said we were going to talk about life after lockup, but we have to recap Teen Mom OG. As boring as it is, oh my God, why are they still filming Teen Mom OG? It's not good anymore. Well, I mean, except for this part. So Amber Portwood, one of the OGs, I've been following her story since she was on 16 and Pregnant. She's one of those bitches that says stuff like this. I got postpartum. Postpartum's not a thing. It's postpartum depression is what it's called. Or she goes, I've got the bipolar. No. You are bipolar. You didn't catch bipolar because someone sneezed. They're crazy on you. No, baby. You're just bipolar, okay? So anyway, Amber, who, this is a prime example of a woman who has to have a man, any man, even the crummiest of men by her side in order to find any kind of happiness, all right? So she already doesn't take care of Leah. So, she met this guy when she was filming, Marriage Boot Camp. When she was dating another guy, she met Andrew, who was part of the production crew, right? I think these guys dated for a month, and then she was pregnant with baby James. And I don't even think I think the baby's just turned a year old. But shit went down about a month ago at her house. Apparently she was really pissed off at Andrew because they were stuck in traffic trying to go see the 4th of July fireworks. And that led to a very big fight. And she threw a shoe at him while he was carrying their 1-year-old son. And from what I understand, Andrew went into a bedroom, closed the door, locked it to kind of give her time to cool the fuck down. But that only just made her madder. So, she went and got a machete and was trying to beat down the door with the machete. Okay, do we have a machete at home?
No, actually, for that exact reason.
You're so funny. I mean, why did you? Oh, you know what? I just figured it out. She has a machete because she's a convicted felon. She can't have a gun. So she has a machete instead. Or she's related to Jason Voorhees. I don't know. I don't. If you own a machete, please just leave a comment and let me know why you feel the need to have a machete.
So I think the machete is the wrong weapon for her husband. Like, that guy really should be more used to like torches and pitchforks by the villagers.
Well, here's the thing: is that Andrew
is fucking Shrek.
He's tall. I mean, he's okay. You're 6'2". I think Andrew is about like 6'5".
He's like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, and Amber's small. She's short. I think Amber might be 5'1", but she ain't no punk because she went after his ass with a machete, and that led to him having to call the police. No. He did not call the police. He texted 911. I didn't even know you can text 911. You can, though.
That's kind of lazy, isn't it?
No, because he didn't want. He was afraid that she would hear him talking to the dispatcher. Oh. So he texted him and said, I fear for my life and my son's life. She's trying to break down the door with a machete. That's pretty bad.
I guess that doesn't make sense though. If people want to report and they're right there in the middle of it or something.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, that makes perfect sense. So, of course, she was arrested, and Andrew immediately filed for full custody of their son because I mean, I don't blame him at all. I mean, what? The baby starts crying and you go get a butcher knife? I don't know. Like the bitch got a machete and was trying to break down a door. And and we've seen, if you have followed her story on Teen Mom, she got arrested for the same thing. She did the same thing to Gary while Leah was a baby and right there. So this is like her, MO.
She went full blown The Shining, like she
Yeah,
really did.
she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she doesn't she has social media pages, but she, like Caitlyn, they don't get on there very often because it depresses them even more. They can't take the things that the fans say. Then bitch, turn off the comments. It's not that hard. I mean, on Instagram you can turn off the comments, or you can just not post anything at all. But she decided to get on there and express how heartbroken she was. And it's not because she attacked her fiance and baby. No, that's not her fiance, her boyfriend and baby. But she found out that Andrew, after this incident, was texting another female. Well, so what? I would be texting other females too. I mean, like, I got to think of a new game plan. For one thing, I don't think Andrew has money. He moved all the way from California to Indiana to be with Amber. And I know he was part of the production crew, but I'm willing to bet that it was like a contract that he was under for that show. So he's, stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's a restraining order. She cannot have contact with Andrew nor the baby. She cannot go to any of the places that she thinks Andrew will be at. So this looks pretty bad for Amber. And a lot of people are wondering, is she going to get fired by MTV? Normally, I would probably say no, but since Janelle Eason and David Eason got fired, I don't know. And then Farrah Abraham got fired as well for bad behavior. So I don't. She really gonna be bipolar if she loses her only job, which is working for MTV. MTV creates these monsters. These girls don't even know how to remotely make it in the real world because they're getting paid like $350,000 plus a year, and all I see these bitches do is sit on a couch and complain about being depressed and unhappy. You know what? Give me damn $30,000 and I'm gonna give you a good show. It won't just be on my couch and I won't just be sitting there crying and talking about how depressed I am. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, part of me wants to blame MTV. I don't know how I feel because it'd be one thing if it's just one of the girls that this has happened to, but no.
Yeah, I don't want to overgeneralize, but if you take girls that have kids as teenagers, it's a good chance they're not probably going to be the best mentally stable.
And a lot of these girls,
I just say it like that, but it's like they're kind of showing that with the show.
And a lot of them came from economically disadvantaged families, and then all of a sudden you've got all this money. Well, 9 times out of 10, there was no one in the household to even teach you how to be able to manage money.
Yeah, you put Poor White Trash on TV.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that,
well, no,
but that's what it is.
And then you were surprised as hell that they act
like Poor White Trash with money.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I wish Amber the best of luck. I'm not gonna lie, I really hope that MTV caught all that on camera because I kind of want to see it play out. I mean, I want to see it in action. I don't know. I feel like I've invested a lot of years in these broads. I want to see the machete fight. I don't know. Sue me. Anyway, so Love After Lockup. Oh gosh, if you're not watching this show, you are missing some of the best trash TV there is right now. It is so fuck. My mom watches it. James won't admit it, but he watches it too. It's just so bad that it's entertaining to me.
It's the car wreck paradox. You don't want to see the car wreck, but you sure as hell can't look away when it's happening.
No, you cannot look away from well, it's Love After Lockup, but then now they're following the stories from that. So now it's called Life After Lockup. Okay, so we're going to start with Lamar and Andrea. We all know that Andrea is one of the 5 only black Mormons on planet Earth. And of course, she got married to a guy who was in prison. Like, he's been in prison the majority of his life. He's totally institutionalized, right? So he got arrested a second time. So, he got out of prison, they got married, then he got arrested again. So, he just got out, and he wants to take Andrea to go and meet his family, his weed smoking family. So this was pretty funny. She immediately goes in here and it's like, I have a headache. I can't even breathe. I'm allergic to smoke. Are people allergic to smoke?
They can be.
Okay, well, Andrea is allergic to smoke, and she just does not like Lamar's lifestyle, so she decides she needs to take him on a trip to Utah, where she's from, and this is some funny shit. Like, this dude is like...
She's a Mormon, right?
She is Mormon, yes. So she takes him from where she's from, and he's like... these white people gonna see me out here and they gonna call the police. And so Andrea's like, Lamar, I just need you to give this a chance. Give these white people a chance. And Lamar's like, it ain't got to be full of black people, but damn, we can't have some specks of black people? No. Andrea and her 3 kids are the specks of the black people in the Mormon community. So those two are really funny just because they are polar opposites, but when they interact with one another, it's pretty funny. I'm curious to see how this plays out. There's no way Lamar is going to move to Utah. I mean, because he's not like, he's kind of boys in the hood black. He got a little thug swag to him. You know what I mean?
Shit, if I was him, I'd go rob a bank right now to keep from going to be with her family.
Yeah, I mean, so he got to meet some of our Mormon friends, and there was one black one. That was our best friend. I wasn't surprised by that. But then they had this guy, and I guess he's the leader of the cult. I mean, not cult, of the Mormons. And he had red hair. That was box red hair. But it looked like, what is the show? What's the Christmas show? That the claymation... The Heat Miser.
Oh my God!
Remember
Rudolph
that
the Red-Nosed, was it Rudolph?
Rudolph, and then you had the Heat Miser, the one with the red hair. That was
the second one.
Okay,
yeah
that's what his hair looks like.
Wow.
But he had a goatee to match it, and it was like Crayola red. And I was like, Mormons allowed to dye their hair? Oh, I didn't know that they could do that. He don't have a wife. Is his wife colorblind? Why did no one try to correct that color? So this week I'm going to see, because Andrea, she wants Lamar to become Mormon. And I kind of want to see that play out because I think it would be absolutely funny. So moving right along. Let me see. We're going to go to Brittany and Marcelino. So there's not too much that I want to say about Brittany and Marcelino, except for the fact that when Marcelino is, what do you call it when you hurry up and turn around in your car?
Oh, like bust a Yui?
He busted a Yui, a strong Yui. And he was going to go confront Brittany's ex-boyfriend, baby daddy. But when he did that strong U-turn, it was in a minivan. That kind of took away from it. But he didn't do it wasn't just a strong U-turn. It was one of these U-turns. The gangster lean U-turns. Because he's about to go fuck some shit up in his minivan. And so it doesn't help that when he pulls up to the guy's house, the guy's got a motorcycle, and here he comes pulling up in a fucking minivan. But shit went down when they went inside. And I will say this, a lot of the stuff that we see on reality television is scripted, because some of it has to be scripted, to have some kind of a flow. But Marcelino and Tito, the baby daddy, got into a fight. That was a real goddamn fight, okay? It was such a real fight that one of the producers had to intervene. Oh, and poor thing, his whole booty crack was out for everybody to see. That's how I know it was real. They didn't block it out. You saw his butt crack. Like, I'm sure he was like, oh, I should have shaved my butt crack, but I didn't know it was gonna be a fight and I was gonna have to break it up. And yeah, so that was actually really, really good. That was some good action. All right, so let's go to Clint and Tracy. Oh, Clint and Tracy. Oh God.
Which one are they? Are they like the two meth head looking
Yes,
ones?
that
Okay.
would be
Yeah.
them. Yes, 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 yes. So, Tracy's officially off probation. And in celebration of that, Clint decided to take her for a trip to Las Vegas. Because what do you do with a person who was addicted to crack cocaine, who just got off of probation, but take them to fucking Vegas? It's Sin City. You don't do that, but Clint did it. And in the process of this, Tracy finds out that he's been sexting with another woman. Oh, shocker.
Shame.
So this motherfucker went ballistic. He starts kicking down the bathroom door because she has his phone. She's locked herself in the bathroom. There's this huge, huge fight. They kick the camera crew out. And then the next week comes and it's like, I'm really sorry. Do you still love me? Do you think we can get past this? I'm like, she's a fucking crack whore. Of course she can get past it. She used to probably suck dick for crack. I think she's okay with you texting. Okay? So yeah, those two, I don't know. I just hope they don't reproduce. Because what do you call it when two meth heads have a baby?
A meth
Abortion?
Dag? A meth dag?
All right, so that was pretty much all. That's pretty much everything about those two. Let's move on to, oh my God, Michael, Sarah, and Megan.
That is the one that actually pisses me the fuck off. I get so angry at those morons.
These two women are fighting over somebody who looks like he can't even spell the word read.
Can't spell the word spell.
These two women are fighting over somebody who has a 10 head, not a 4 head, not even a 5 head. You got to go all the way to 10. He has a 10 head. These two women are fighting over a man who has long fingernails with dirt underneath them. These two women are fighting over a man who has an ankle bracelet on. These two women are fighting over a man who was playing both of them. These two women are fighting over a motherfucker who has no job. These two women are fighting over a man whose mom had on a Rockaware coat. That. If those are not all the signs to go far, far, far away of someone, I don't know what else is. So, yes, so Sarah has the newest baby because, of course, when he got out of prison, she immediately got pregnant with him, by him again. We got Megan down in, I think Megan's in Texas. And, she gave her virginity to Michael.
Oh, what a gift that was, I'm sure.
Yeah, and, Megan's dad, who is really, really cool, he called Michael. He FaceTimed him and he was like, what kind of man are you? You have my daughter coming up there knowing you're married. And he posed a lot of good questions like, how is he going to take care of all these babies? But the funniest part was when he got off FaceTime with Michael, he mimicked how Michael talked. And it was spot fucking on. And Megan was like, oh, don't do that. So, I think that supposedly Michael has another girlfriend at this point. But I'm pretty sure that the girlfriend that Michael has, judging by the pictures that I've seen, that's not a woman. I think that was maybe his cellmate when he was in prison. And when he got out, he decided he was going to start transitioning. But he don't have enough money, so he just wears a weave and dresses as a woman. That's who Michael was with, okay?
It's like trans on the cheap.
Pretty much. And so I'm part of a Facebook group called Love After Lockup. One of the members actually saw Michael and took a picture with him. Oh my God, he looked absolutely disgusting. I'm like, go immediately. Walk underneath one of those things that disinfects you right now. Make sure he didn't get you pregnant just because he looks like one of those people he could just get people pregnant just by standing next to him. His forehead actually looked like it was bigger. He looked very fucked up. Like, I don't even know. I think whatever Kenya's ex-boyfriend, whatever he's on, Michael's on that too. So now let's get to Scott and Lizzie. Oh my God, Scott and Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie makes me want to punch her in the face so bad with that voice.
So Lindsay's the one that's had like the half Rosie Perez face and the enormous tits.
She has huge tits.
Okay.
She has this voice. I don't even know what kind of voice it is, but it's like So Scott and I are back together. Now keep in mind this bitch just got out of prison. She does a pop up on Scott, who she dumped after he spent almost $100,000 on her. Dumped him because he was broke. Bitch, you the reason he's broke. But anyway, she sneaks up on him. He's got another woman living with him, but they're not dating. But Lizzie has the audacity to be like, ew, this house is like so tacky. Nothing matches. And I think that's a cracked spoon in the spoon drawer. And I'm like, but you just got out of prison where you probably licked buttholes for peanut butter. But you're going to talk about how his house looks? The man has no teeth. How do you think his house is going to look? I mean, I don't get it. Just, Lizzie's one of those people, it's just barely has a pot to piss in, but is so judgmental. And now she's convinced herself that Michael is using drugs. I'm like, not Michael, I'm sorry, Scott is using drugs. I
There is nothing worse than getting fucking high roaded by a felon.
and and I'm not for domestic violence in any kind of way, but I would actually give Scott the pass to punch her in the face in the parking lot at Denny's, like Matt did to his girlfriend.
No, not even Denny's. That's too good for him. You need like a
I
Waffle
know.
House.
Yes. I mean, she's just so stuck up. But I will say this. When they did show Scott and Lizzie going to the beach and hanging out, it really looked like there was some chemistry there.
Yeah, you know what? Meth is chemistry.
I don't know, because she does have those eyes that are just kind of like, you see a lot of white.
Too much white.
In her
Too much
eyes,
white.
and she's just a little bit cray. But you have to watch this show. It's so funny because you couldn't write this shit. You cannot make this shit up that these people are going through. And you will be appalled by the amount of people that just don't have teeth. And the people that don't have teeth are not just the people that were in prison. It's the people that were outside of prison that just have no teeth at all. It's just, sometimes when I see them, I just want to get a pen and just stick it through the hole, because the holes are so big. So that is my recap of all of my amazing reality TV shows. I think we got one more break. When we come back, I don't know what we're going to talk about when we get back. I think I had it all right there. So stay tuned. Sassy Class Boutique is the hot spot for your fashion, beauty, and home decor desires. We celebrate women of all shapes and sizes with our trendy collection of regular and plus size clothing. Looking for the right accessories? We have upcycled Louis Vuitton handbags, vegan purses, and jewelry to add sass to your class. We also offer health and beauty products, from salon quality hair care to cruelty-free makeup. Our edgy home decor items will make you the envy of all of your neighbors. Feeling extra and petty? Check out the sassy shirts inspired by our national podcast, The Libra Lounge with Keisha. Sassy Class Boutique also offers custom items like shirts, hats, and other gifts for any occasion. All of our vendors are female-owned small businesses, and together we are Sassy Class Boutique. Located at 3709 Fata Drive in Dickinson, Texas, 77539. Or shop anytime with us at www.sassyclassboutique.com. Alrighty, so I want to remind you guys to make sure that you are following us on Instagram under the Libra Lounge with Keisha, and also please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that producer James will stop telling me to tell you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we don't have a bitch please for tonight, but we do have a very interesting story. So a lot of you, if you've been following the show for the year that we've been on, you guys know my toy poodle Sushi, right? He's a total diva. He is my sweet prince. He can do no wrong. I think one of my earrings just fell. Yeah, he can do no wrong. He's petty. He's extra. He's basically me as a canine. So Netflix has a show called Dogs, and they were looking for dogs and their owners for season 2. So the directions were you had to upload a picture on Instagram and Twitter and tag them in it and tell a little bit about your dog. So being me, I totally didn't follow directions and I didn't post a picture. I posted a video, and it is a video of producer James talking to Sushi about the amount of weight that he has gained. And Sushi was, of course, talking nothing but major shit to him. So anywho, we did that like maybe 2 months ago. I completely had forgotten about it. But this week we received a message saying, hey, we want to hear more about your dog. Can you please email us to send us more pictures and more videos about Sushi? And I'm like, oh my God. If this motherfucker gets on this show, we won't be able to tell him anything. He already looks at everyone like they're poor. He treats producer James like shit. Not just like shit, but like the shit that someone steps on and it ruins a person's whole day. It's that kind of shit. Can you imagine if he gets on a Netflix show?
I'm only half worried about him.
He's worried about me. I mean,
yes.
Some of us are just destined to be stars, and that's me and Sushi. I mean, we weren't blessed with the good looks that we have just to be like here in this studio with you. I mean, we're like intergalactic. Like,
did you just say?
Is that the right word?
No. Did you just say you're intergalactic?
We're universal.
Okay.
We're out of this world.
Intergalactic is the best word I've heard.
Wait, what? Okay, wait. What is a Beastie Boys song? Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic.
It's intergalactic.
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs, though.
Well,
I've been saying it wrong.
If you've been saying intergalactic. Yeah.
Oh my God. That sounded right to me. So anyway, I'm very interested to see if Sushi does get selected, because then I get selected too. And I'm not afraid to ride a dog's coattail, okay? If that's my way to get a Netflix show, okay, I'll do it. Sushi, what you want to do? You want to get matching outfits? You want to get matching haircuts? What are we going to do? So I'm actually think I'm going to throw in about the other two animals as well, because they just as fucking crazy as Sushi is, just in different ways. So wish us luck with that. Anything else, Producer James, before we go?
Remember to check out Patreon.
How do they do that?
They go to patreon.com and search for the Libra Lounge with Keisha. A link will be attached to this video, as well as the show on YouTube and every place else.
But we have two already since you put it up, right?
We have two patrons. Our first two patrons, one is Sarah Haywood.
Hey, Sarah.
And Sean Skipworth.
Hey, Sean. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Anyone can do a podcast, okay? All you really need is a mic, and that's it, because most podcasts are just audio. Ours is audio and video, and we work our asses off for this show, you guys. You just don't understand. Just to maintain the studio, the guests. I'm very strict with my layout of the show. It's not like you just come on the show and we just talk what we did tonight, because my ass is lazy and tired. But, we do a show. We work really, really hard at this podcast, and of course we don't make money from it. But it does take out a lot of time with having to do the show, produce the show, get people to watch the show, answering messages that you guys send to us, getting commentary to, put on the social media pages. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And your support helps us grow the brand, helps us grow the show, helps us get bigger and better guests. I mean, we've got some pretty big ones.
Yeah.
But we want to keep doing that and keep growing with all of you guys as well.
And in order for us to do this, we need you to give us money, basically. I ain't too proud to beg. Yeah. Pay me all the monies. All the monies. All the monies. All right. Next week, I'm not sure who's going to be on our show, but we're going to have a show, and it'll be funny and great and wonderful. Like I said, if you're in the area, make sure you come and check us out tomorrow from 5:30 to 9:30 at Sassy Class Boutique. Come shop with us. We've got a big summer sale. We're going to have food, and most importantly, we're going to have alcohol. So we will see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye.